Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to another SLG Meetup. Today is an exciting interview with one of our favorite guests, Alessia Sheglova. She's a Dubai real estate expert and the CEO of DACHA Real Estate. She's going to be telling us all about the exciting things that have been going on throughout these previous years in Dubai as it keeps exploding and growing in a way that is just unbelievable. There she is. What's going on, Dasha? How are you doing? Alessia from DACHA Real Estate. Welcome.
Me. Thank you for having me.
So what time is it in Dubai now?
7 o'clock right now in the evening, so I stayed late in the office for you.
Well, we appreciate it. And we know everything that is going on in Dubai, but we want to definitely go more in details because every time that personally I go to Dubai, I see all these new buildings coming up, all these new projects. There is so much magic, so much fire, and so many things going on. I just love it. It's like a recharge. So I cannot imagine what it is to be there full time, and especially working in such an incredible industry like real estate.
For me, it's amazing to see what a city Dubai has become because I've lived here for almost 30 years. And
oh, wow.
University of Canada. And I used to, which was, I don't know, I think 15 years ago or so. And I used to travel to US. And everybody in Canada and US, when I used to say I live in Dubai, they were confused. They didn't know what the city was. Dubai wasn't on the map. And just in a space of 12 years, it became such a famous place. People from all over the world are coming here, even now from North America, relocating here to live. And since the pandemic, especially, Dubai just boomed.
So tell us a little bit how you've seen, especially now with COVID, how things have changed in Dubai.
So since 2020, of course, because I've been in the industry for so long, I was very scared when the first lockdown happened. We didn't know what will happen. A lot of people, panicked and left Dubai, but only for a short period of time. As you know, Dubai handled the pandemic so well that while the rest of the world was still in lockdown, Dubai was functioning. So what people do, they start relocating. We saw so many Europeans start coming here. And then, as I said, people from your parts of the world. So, and May 2020 is when we started work again. People thought prices are going to go down, but the complete opposite happened.
Oh, yeah. It went completely up.
So people
I remember that. It was crazy.
People who took a risk and bought properties in the summer of 2020, some of the properties now are worth double.
Well, here in Miami, at least, we're seeing it kind of staying steady. Is Dubai continuously growing up, or what's going on?
Well, obviously, with what's going in the world, in the world with the wars, that has.
Yes.
There's a global crisis, especially in the Middle East, or now to do with Russia, we see an influx of people. What put Dubai on the map at the start was because it's so central. This is why Emirates Airlines are one of the most famous airlines in the world, because Dubai is right in the center and connects the whole world. So this is what happened now. We had another rise in property prices because we have a lot of people from Ukraine and from Russia who are escaping the conflicts coming here. So this has resulted in another property boom.
So is there any new project that you will say, wow, this is my favorite project coming up?
Well, my favorite project in the whole of Dubai is definitely the Palm Jumeirah. They call it
nice.
Wonder of the World. And this year, there was a lot of project launches that happened on the actual Palm. The beauty of Palm Jumeirah versus any other project in Dubai is, of course, because it's iconic. It's one of the best addresses in Dubai, but also because properties have a private beach access. And there's even villas now going for around $50 million and up. Palm Jumeirah has seen the highest villa transactions this year. And one of the properties just recently sold for $100 million.
That's insane. Now, do you see a specific niche market that is coming into Dubai?
Well, since we're in a luxury group interview, if we talk about luxury, I've never experienced such a rise in luxury requests and luxury property purchases in Dubai as we did this year. So, of course, we always worked on popular areas that are luxurious, such as Palm Jumeirah villas, which are villas right on the beach, Emirates Hills, and now there's many other areas of Dubai. This year specifically, the demand for luxury homes has skyrocketed. So, because people are relocating and they want to base their life here in Dubai. They want a family home. And these big properties only exist for high ticket values. So we're seeing a lot of luxury transactions this year. This has been the biggest change I've seen in Dubai, apart from the growing property prices.
Right. Now, I guess like for everybody, we always think about this global crisis that we are starting to face, also the war, like there's so many other components that are, you know, affecting the industry. So how do you prepare for such things so that could be, you know, protected and the business can continue growing?
I started in Dubai real estate in 2008, which, as you know, was a global crisis, right? And also everybody said it's the doom and gloom for Dubai. So many people left. But the agents who stayed, they found a way to make money. And then when 2020 happened, also so many people got scared. And this is one of the second crisis I lived through. And what I learned about Dubai is that Dubai is so resilient and will always end up going stronger out of a crisis. And of course, it would be naive to say that perhaps Dubai will not be affected by, you know, talks of the recession, etc. Of course, we're still part of the world economy and we will be affected. But from what I have witnessed, Dubai is always very fast to recover. And also, it's not as especially now, I think so many people are here, it doesn't get affected as much as other places because it has really become a place for the super rich.
No, I love that. I love that.
I'm preparing for something. I'm not, I'm just riding the wave. Like we see no signs of recession right now in Dubai. Dubai is seeing the best property market ever. If you follow the news, you know, every month is like the highest transaction month.
Now, do you think that the personal branding element is important to differentiate yourself from everyone else?
Yes, and 3 years ago or so, when I started my social media journey, I was quite reluctant, but I'm so glad that I started when I did, because right now I see the market so saturated with people on social media, people jumping on the, you know, bandwagon, TikTok, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. But because I started 3 years ago and built already my audience and my popularity in Dubai, it has really helped me. It has not only helped me to, first of all, gain trust of clients, reputation, but also as a company owner, it just elevated the whole brand.
So what's your favorite thing about living in Dubai?
Well, okay, the first thing is the safety. If we look at the world, my husband is from the UK and we always thought that maybe we would retire there. But right now the crime levels there are so high and so are they in Europe. And I'm sure I've heard in America as well. So the fact you can leave your door open, you can wear a luxury watch, a ring or whatever, a nice car, nobody will look at you because you're one of many. And then we can go on. Dubai has so much to offer in terms of lifestyle, sunshine. The only downside is the heat in the summer, but that's maybe 3-4 months where most of the people go travel to their home countries. I swear, this is the only downside in Dubai, which I've been in the summer here for the past 3 years. I'm used to it.
Now, I wanted to ask you, out of all these years, because you've been in Dubai for 30 years, in real estate also for quite a while, so what's been the hardest part and what did you learn from it?
I think the hardest part for me, and which I'm most proud of myself for, I graduated university when I was 21. It was 2008, and I didn't do business. I studied medicine. Well, I didn't finish pre-med, let's say. I wanted to be a doctor. But then I came to Dubai in 2008, and my mother is the one who started this business, but she decided to retire because it was so stressful with all the world crisis going on. And I took over at the age of 21. We were a small company then, we only had 10 people. But to basically have no guidance and to learn the trades all by myself, not only being a broker, but also managing a team and gain people's respect at such a young age. And I was selling properties. For me, that was the hardest thing, especially at the time of crisis. You know, right now, property market is booming. Every single agent is making a lot of money. And they think, oh my God, we're amazing agents. But selling property when the market is hot, anybody can do it. It's selling properties when the market is not good and very, like everybody's struggling. That's what makes you a good agent. And I feel like this is the time that really made me stronger and yeah, that was the toughest part, but obviously I've made it
I
happen.
love it. No, you definitely look at you now. I love that. So yeah, when you are so uncomfortable, that's where you actually grow because those are the painful moments that a lot of people go through and that's how you get to the other side. Now, what would you say is the biggest takeaway that you've learned in your career?
um, what I think for me the most important thing is to be honest to clients. I have clients that I've been dealing with from 2008, 2009. They trust me. I've never overpromised them anything and, you know, underdelivered. I was always honest. And even when people would say, like, what do you think is the best investment? Where would I make the most money? Many agents now would recommend to a client a project that would generate them the most commission. In Dubai,
Cool.
especially. I know in America, people are much more ethical. But for me, I was always honest. I would say that I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what will happen in a few years, but I would always advise them on the right choice. I mean, you know, like from the bottom of
Hmm.
my heart and not
Yeah.
thinking. And even now when I lead a team, I do everything from the heart and not out of greed. I never look at the money. I just look at doing the job well. For me, that's the biggest takeaway. We're all people. Give people good service, be ethical, and everything else will just follow and fall into place.
I love that. And I think that also goes back into your values. You know, when you have those core values and you bring those values into what you do in business, then it just reflects. And that's how you generate a beautiful network around you, which eventually become your net worth. So, no, well said. And obviously, the word luxury is something that it comes in many different shapes and forms, Dubai especially, right? But what is really the meaning of luxury to you?
I think lifestyle, of course. So a luxury lifestyle. Of course, it might be different. Luxury for me might be a property that starts from $5 million, right? While luxury for
Hmm.
somebody else might be something totally different. Um, Price brackets are different from everybody else, but I think a property that's very well maintained. Right now, I think modern fit outs are very popular. In Dubai, we see this happening all the time. Old houses are being gutted and totally renovated. So I think very nicely refurbished house, perhaps with a nice view. Yeah, and just a nice, if we're talking about property. If we
No,
talk about,
I think you did a great combination right there because I do believe that the property itself, it could be luxurious depending on the lifestyle that that person is looking for. You know, if for someone is to have, you know, beachfront and having access to certain things, then that's the luxurious property for that person because of the lifestyle. But if it's someone that doesn't like water, then maybe it's like a, you know, a penthouse with just views. Who knows? So I do agree with you. It's about a lifestyle and then the combination with the property. So that's
and
amazing.
it's the same as what is luxury to me might be different what is luxury to you, and
Oh
same thing
yeah,
with success. What success
yeah.
means to me could be totally different than what it means to you. So I think it's a tricky question, especially that you know, I think you can find amazing properties. I've just seen recently in Bali for, maybe we're digressing, but for like $200,000 with stunning
No, you're right.
brand new, etc., and that's only $200,000, but that's
It's
definitely.
incredible. I was just in Bali a few months ago, and I gotta tell you, I'm like, wow, should I move here? Like these properties were insane and so cheap. But yeah, no, it's unbelievable. So no, I really appreciate your time. I know it's late in Dubai, so I want to make sure you go back home to your family, keep on carrying your life, and to thank you again for your time because I think that what you just shared with us today is very interesting, very inspiring. And as I told you, I'll be in Dubai in less than a month, so I look forward to seeing you.
Great to see you. Thank
Anything else you would like to share before we wrap
No,
this up?
thank you for having me. And that's all. That's all I want to share. That as long as you love what you do and you do everything from your heart, great things will happen. And especially if we value, appreciate, and respect one another.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank
Please, everybody, go follow her. She's a superstar. Very excited to have you here today. So thanks again and wishing you way more success your way.
Thank you. Same to you.
Bye bye.
Bye.